Do you like to party?
Why don't you parry these nuts? Now, I know there is a famous game that comes to mind that everyone talks about that popularized this parry mechanic. I think the game was called Fury. Amazing game, highly recommend. But this is about the next game that tries to enter the ring of crushing your balls, and you must parry to save thine balls. Do you like getting your balls crushed? Because 9 souls will do that. Now, whenever I start to make videos, I always do a little bit of research, and everyone on the internet was like, oh, this is Hollow Knight meets Sekiro. Never heard of them. So I assumed that everyone meant was that the developers of this game were Team Cherry, the creators of Hollow Knight, and they made it to tide us over until Silksong. Otherwise, why are they taking so long? But the developers are not Team Cherry, but this Taiwanese company Red Candle Games, which previously made 2 horror games, so why not throw a little spice in this Metroidvania? I'm going to give you a heads up, there will be spoilers for the game, as I really can't talk about it without doing that. So, about 9 Souls, what is this game about? You play as Zenitsu from Demon Slayer when he's in his final form, who's found a new love, Mary J. This medicinal pipe is how you heal, and I want to give you some advice if you haven't played it yet. Let's see if you can guess. Dude, I thought I had 2 seconds. Apparently not. Yeah, I highly recommend the faster heal animation charm. The game rarely gives you the time to heal, so you're gonna need it. You should know these jade items are charms. I mean, have you not played Hollow Knight? I'll return to these, but first we need to go over how combat works. 9 Souls has rather simple combat on your end. You can dash with iframes, something that I found was easier to use for some attack patterns. You know what? F you. F you. For the parries, if you can get close to but not fully parry, it's an impartial one. You take a little bit of damage, but you can heal it all back slowly unless you get hit. Now, why would you want to parry when you could just never die by dodging forever until you get bored and quit? Incentivization. Just like how Turbo Overkill incentivized you to use your chainsaw, how do you incentivize players to use them? In Turbo Overkill, your enemies are your health pickups. Or to incentivize you to join my Discord, you pick a game, I'll stream it, and maybe ruin it with a video, unless it crashes. These games from 2003, they love to crash. 9 Soul incentivizes you by every time you parry, you get another charge for your talismans, and the more you have, the bigger the explosion. AKA defense is also offense. Now that we understand a little bit of the gameplay, let's move on to the story and characters. Then you can start to understand why it's the game that ruined Elden Ring. At the start of the game, you died when you fell back there. You play as a Yi, some badass cat that has some questionable things happen to him with these tentacles that heal you because of reasons, and then you get woken up Tsunabe style. This kid, who we'll nickname Sean, is the one that awoke you from your sleep. One day as you're healing using medicinal herbs, he notices but doesn't really care because there is a festival that he has been waiting years to be a part of so he can join the gods that he loves so much. So you go with him and put on your badass hat because style points. On your way there, you meet your stereotypical old people. You know, back in my day, we had to live in harsher times. We had to walk 7 miles in treacherous cold and... First this damn ceremony, one day I'll show everyone. You wouldn't get it, you're too young. Get the fuck out of my sight. Fuck is the 8-man facility? Are we freaking Metal Gear Solid now? What is going on? He knows. I have no idea what's going on. And as we get ready for this ceremony, and Yi asks the kid if he's scared of what's about to happen, and instead of trying to narrate and tell you, we're going to experience in near real time the ceremony.
慢行慢行
That's weird. Did they just accept it? I was correct. It's a cult. I was wishing for it to be a weird, creepy cult, and they delivered. Wait, that means the kid. They always do that. That's how they would like, oh, here's a kid. You know exactly that's why they do it. That's why they always do it. And the kid willingly just like, yep, I'm fine with that, dude. I gotta save the kid. Come on, you gotta save. If I was him, I would totally. I gotta save the kid, man. Oh, they probably think he's a demon, isn't he? Dude, I'm hooked. I'm so hooked. You save him and fall into the weird, wholesome, horny, and horrific world that I'll try my best to make understandable and enjoyable for you. So grab some popcorn and, of course, spoilers. Somehow you know how to hack this elevator to follow where the bodies went and are able to turn off the alarm of the livestock area. You're still confused, but Yi isn't, as him and his robot assistant talk about how this might wake them up early. It's fine. Don't bother to tell us, not like we want answers. So you make your way to the holy tree, which you might know from Elden Ring. This tree gives you the ability to revive yourself. Did you not know this? Those were tree roots back there, not tentacles. Why would you think that? But to access its true power, you need to find, you guessed it, 9 souls. Not souls, souls. These were the gods the ape men were worshipping, and they never get to see in person. Very realistic for religion. You read a bunch of lore that souls is short for Solarians, a thing called the Eternal Project, and you begin to theorycraft and creep yourself out. Dude, don't tell me that the medicinal herb that I've been smoking is going to turn out to be like the people. Meat? So you need to relax, and luckily right next to the tentacle tree, your home where you find your robot assistant and someone who has followed us here. Sean, the kid you saved at the start, followed you to your home and is now a squatter. But he won't be the only one. We head over to the power plant where the man in charge calls us. We tell him it's okay, we're a friend, but he doesn't believe us and makes us further question our sanity, especially when he might be lying to you. Just look at his Tinder profile.
Damn, boy. Damn, boy, he's thick!
But he's an old friend, so why is he sending us this first ball-busting boss that kills you so quickly you panic? Dude, I didn't even get a chance to register the fight started. Now you panic and die 10 more times because he doesn't give you a break to heal, but you learn you don't always need to parry every attack and then dodge these and beat the first boss after 16 attempts. Easy. It's like, next try after I realize, oh yeah, you can You can dash through attacks as well. You meet this engineer who is actually the fattest and cutest cat and appears to be a lifelong friend. His name is Kaofu. He doesn't put up a fight for his soul and gives it willingly. Side note, souls are basically keys that each Solarian holds inside their computer, so each one will log into them while also getting their Demon Slayer tragic backstory. I told you I am trying my best to make it understandable. It's got so much flavor text. This also means that Kaofu didn't die and is now squatter number 2. He does hate Sean and calls him Ape Man because he's speciest. Look at that. How could you hate that kid, man? Look at him. He's just chilling, learning how to write. He needs to have a flaw, otherwise he's too lovable. I mean, listen and look at him. How could you not love this little chubby cat? Now, the next boss is a farmer, and what do you think that would look like? Picture it. Okay, wow. I did not expect that to be in the game. Yep, you never would have guessed it. Her name is Gumong, but we'll nickname her Lady G because she knows how to hit that spot. You know what I'm talking about. When she rings this bell, all the guys come to worship her because she mind controls them. Now, I wouldn't mind being controlled by her. Oh shit, now I'm in horny jail. I'm sorry, this wasn't even the horny section of the video. I did try to warn you, and she's just a farmer. There are other jobs these bosses have in this corporation of cats. As we're trapped in horny jail and try to find a way out, Lady G ordered her simps to bring me down, and they took it literally, so she yells at them in French. Oddly sexy. You're safe and no longer horny now, so you traverse through dragon excrement. Not my words, the game's. You turn the dragon pee fountain off and stumble upon the second to last NPC to squat in your house. A testicle forehead man from the village who gets drunk on poison. You join in, but don't pay attention to his drunk ramblings as you're only using him to increase your max health. If you're questioning the logic of this, you will be even more confused later. You know what? Let's confuse you right now. Let's go on a side tangent. You know Metroidvanias have maps, and you need to keep track of what you find within these maps. It's boring technical stuff, but how do you unlock the map collecting information? Hey. Cue the what the fuck am I playing montage. But how does this help me with maps? But as I need to make sure I get 100% to get the true ending, I need to acquire this map knowledge. They just tell you it, right? They're just gonna tell me the map knowledge that I need. I'm not rich, so I have to get it another way. It's okay, they're robots, they don't have any feelings. As we return to the dominating dungeon of Lady G, who also appears to like to eat eyeballs, or so I thought. Don't worry, they aren't the eyes from the humans they harvest. These are just octoberries that she grows because the developers made 2 horror games. Did I mention that already? There is a reason I'm recapping this story. It's weird and I fucking love it. I also love the fact that she doesn't fight, but lazily eats these eyes while her simps do her bidding. Boss fights where you have to fight more than one dude are always tough. Example right here. You figure out you need to gut them to summon mommy to revive them with her bell. You do this a couple times, and okay, fighting them is still a little tough. Let's see if she'll come out if I only down one of them this time. Alright, problem solved, and it only took 8 attempts. Not bad. Oh wait, there's no phase 2? Lady G, on the other hand, has been de-limbed. You get her tragic backstory where she grew up hungry and wanted to make sure no one ever felt that pain. She got recruited by the Council of Cats for her great farming through this mind control method. She took the saying if you want it done right to the extreme. So we give her a taste of her own medicine. And with Lady G taken out, we have soul number 2. Now, the next soul is probably the easiest yet most creative boss. We just need to make our way there, avoid these flame traps, and what the fuck is happening? Okay, I'll stay here till it's safe to come out, and we're already at the boss. This should be over with very easily. Okay. Okay, now we're trapped and being tortured by this devil man. While going in and out of consciousness, we have a dream of our sister Hang. We've had other moments of long-distance talks and flashbacks of some wholesome moments playing chess. His sister has been a huge driving force for part of the mystery, but not relevant until what we're about to see in a minute. As whenever writers make characters cute and charming like this... Dude, I really love the sound effects they give to all the characters. Throw in a little foreshadowing and lay it on thick. You start to wonder when and how did she die? As in the flashback, she talks about how the stars give energy and the roots take it and feed the universe. That's when Yi has a plan to build his sister a sentient AI butterfly using the roots. But she warned him prior that the roots can also absorb all hopes and dreams. We regain consciousness from being tortured for yet another day. This giant red muscular demon that's been torturing us, I'll nickname him the Chad. Because even though he won't kill us, he starts to know that the source of our power comes not from ourselves, but from the roots. And he's kind of jealous. And also bored. And as the Chad bores of torturing with us, we fall back into a sleep. Think about the times where our sister was able to communicate with us through radio? I told you this game gets confusing, so I'll make it simple. My next theory is the butterfly is his sister, as it has been with you the whole time, allowing you to hack things Watchdog style. You know, for the gameplay section of Nine Souls, and that might explain how she was able to talk to us. I feel this further is reinforced by this line where she said, "Thought we were smart, not currently smart." And also, the butterfly comes to help us escape. I forgot about the butterfly. She's here to save me. So you escaped, but you're weak now. You can't dash, you can't parry, you can slowly attack, and then you gotta make sure you can't be seen. Okay, well, now we know what happens when we get alerted. It's basically... Did I mention this game is sick as fuck? I might say that a lot. I'm really sorry. You didn't see nothing. You saw nothing. You saw absolutely nothing, guys. You didn't see nothing. You guys are fucked now, dude. In case you're wondering, this doesn't classify as one of the main bosses. This is just the guardian of the prison that somehow spawns flesh creatures, and yes, that was a new arrow type that was really useful during this fight. Now we have to Helldivers hack these to prevent the regenerating juice from getting injected into its veins.
Do it! Do it! Come on! Kill me! I'm here! Come on! Do it now! Kill me!
After putting the creepy dog out of his misery, we take the nearest elevator out of here, do some Shovel Knight style platforming to then turn the power back on. I don't feel like I'm in this same area. I'm a little lost, so let's go talk to this robot who's in charge here. And he tells us that his master is getting old and suffering from the later stages of this T-virus that is slowly killing him. Interesting. But first we need the map to know where to go, and so we easily, without it affecting you at all, take it by force. Dude, this is, I can't afford to. I have to kill you. Oh no, all the ones, this is the worst. Why do you make him so sad? Why? They know. It's like they know. They're like, oh, you think you're gonna you're not gonna feel it the first couple ones, but now you're like, oh, you feel like an asshole now, huh? Huh? You feel like an ass? Now that we know where to go, you do a bunch of this thing called platforming. You then go ballistic with a robot and even recreate that scene from Star Wars. There's more than you. For a second, I thought it wasn't stopping. Side note, if you're wondering why people compare this to Sekiro, it's not just the parry mechanic. They also took the die twice aspect and made it into a charm you can buy from this trader looking dude. It works 100% of the time as there's no delay in its effect. Now, because we took that side tangent, it gave Old Man on a Harry Potter broom enough time to activate his trap. So this mini boss, you have to be careful as he spams a lot of attacks, and so you won't be able to get a hit in until he finishes his insanely long combo. So fans of Elden Ring, you're gonna love this guy. But unlike Elden Ring, you can have fun by being able to parry his long combos. But that would be too easy of a fight, so he regenerates any damage when he's kneeling, so make sure you hit him with a charged up attack. And it only took 5 attempts. The old man is watching us get closer, so I'm gonna give you a question to answer. If you're live in the premiere, answer in the chat. If you're watching it normally, answer in the comments. What do you think the boss fight will be? He is old and crippled, hence the Harry Potter broom thing, so what do you think the fight will be? I will give you 30 seconds to answer as I ramble on that we have this optional vault that needs to be opened by hacking these pillars, but this turret keeps shooting at us, but we're able to get 4 out of the 5, so I'll have to come back to hack this one because the turret can shoot at me before I have time to finish the hack. Now your time is up. If you guessed that we will be fighting a claw machine, you cheated and wrote it after the fact. When we quickly get there and realize that this view is how we're gonna fight it, oh, am I gonna fight it through this screen? Dude, this is dope. You then find the game is cool as fuck. Now, despite this boss fight being the easiest in the game and it took less attempts than the mini boss guard right before this, the creativity and presentation of having a claw machine fight that hopefully looks as cool as you are watching it right now as it was to fight, you might begin to understand why this game is my game of the year, and most likely a 10 out of 10, and we're only 3 out of the 9 souls in. We've never actually killed any of the Solarians thus far. It's always been something else they controlled. We just take their soul keys from their computers, but this time, as we find a way into where the old man is to get his soul key, we accidentally laser him to death. As we walk into the room to see the aftermath, we see him fall and transform into a flower. We go up to it and find that those who have this T-virus like the old man, this is what happens when they die. Odd for sure, but we grab his soul key and move on. Now remember the trader I casually mentioned? He is the last squatter at your house. He decides to join you because after you killed his brother, the bodyguard of the old man, he tells us that since they are both organic robots, they can be hard to fully kill, and how could we have known? So he feels it's his duty to slay his mentally unstable robot brother once and for all. I'll spoil it for you now. At the end of the game, when you see how it went, let's just say it didn't go according to plan. So you have to kill his brother again. This time, I don't think they can repair that kind of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
But now, we can finally get revenge on soul number 4. And now you're about to find out why I nickname you Quan the Chad. going on? As he's the third hardest boss in the game. He taunts you to come back to his domain, which was the factory where you were originally captured and tortured. Now, since we last saw him, we got more powerful from some upgrades, and one that was required to fight him that we just unlocked. It's a new super parry. Wait a minute. Yes, just as you master the parry, they give you a new one. And as we don't quite know how to make it to the top of the factory without getting burned from the furnace, we might as well figure out the timing of this new parry on a bunch of different enemies. And yo, it's a cute little fish guy. What the fuck? Then realize, wait a minute, what if these guys are the ones powering the furnace? What is the factory making? The robots that you fight and whatever the hell these disgusting mutations are. Shit, you guys don't fucking die. You guys don't fucking die! And I just got gangbanged by... I don't want to say what they kind of look like. G is basically the badass general, emphasis on ass. Now, if you end up playing this game, I want to give you the most important advice. Do not take this tonic that you might find randomly and put it in this thing. I luckily didn't, as it weakens phase 2 of an epic boss fight. Why would anyone want to have less fun? I paid to get my ass beat. And let's cue the ass beating montage. God, it's that red shit, man. It's like, oh, that fucking AoE red shit. Just like, you're like, where do I go? Where do I go? I go left, I'll die. He hits me on the right, I die. I mean, obviously you could parry. Like, if it was so simple. Oh, no, 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 not a phase 2. Oh, I mean, it makes sense. Fuck, dude. God, you fucking Goku in my ass right now? Yeah. Holy shit. You fucking Goku teleport motherfucker, you think you got me, bitch? You think you got me? So after 17 attempts, we defeat Super Saiyan G and his smug ass. So let's go relax for a bit and go home and talk about Sean. Remember, he's the kid we saved from the start. It's been a while since I mentioned him, but usually after every boss and out while exploring, you stumble upon everyday items from your race of people. You give these to him and have some wholesome, tender moments teaching him your version of chess. You can teach him pottery and grow your relationship because the game is wholesome as fuck. Establish a deep relationship, aww, but then potentially ruin it by accidentally breaking the pot because you just wanted to test if the game would even allow you to do it. You hoped nobody would notice, but this robot guy did, and he laughs at you. Then you find out Sean nicknamed the fat cat literally Uncle Chubby, and I will now call him that because Sean is my kid now, and I'm sorry for breaking the vase. He now knows why, because the vase was planned for Uncle Chubby, and now it's awkward as Uncle Chubby is getting over his hate for humans because he's tearing up. No. Oh my gosh, I love the fat cat, dude. Even though the vase is ugly, that was not the intended vase because, you know, the one I broke is over there, completely shattered. It's the thought that counts, okay? You can't hate kids being nice. There's the vase. I see. I really love this part of the game. Then you have, like, that's a guy. You know, he's the fat dude. You then start to feel even worse because you gave him this VR headset that allows him to live out a fantasy. And no. This is the wholesome section, and now it's kind of sad. He's getting to live out the fantasy of spending time with his dead parents. He might have spent a few days in the simulation and forgot to eat and drink. No concerns yet. But now that I brought the mood down, let's flip it and make it horny. Whoa, okay. We enter this totally normal door, as what's the worst that can happen? It's not gonna suddenly turn into a furry's wet dream. Oh no, no, why? Why would you do this? Now I have to for the video's sake, man. Wow, I didn't know this game had physics. She now turns on some music that I don't know where she got it from and asks you to come into the hot spring. And so when a woman asks you to come into a hot spring, well, now we're naked in a hot tub with a woman that doesn't even know who we are. And what is up with Yi's chest? Speaking of chest, Lady E talks to people we don't see, so she's either crazy or bipolar. Then she flashes us, not that kind, this kind, and they all magically appear. So now we're just a bunch of naked cats in a hot spring, and yet it gets even weirder, as now Lady E doesn't even recognize us. That is a red flag if there ever was one, so we run like hell, do some weird platforming, but now we're back where we just were. Now we slowly start to find out what's going on with her, not because the game is slowly revealing the info, but because Lady Ethereal's fight, I assume, is this tough platforming. I know it might appear simple, but for me, I really suck at platforming, more so than actually the combat. Fuck me. Fuck me, dude. No, I was so close. This is cool though, man. Which I would have been fine if this was the actual boss fight. This guy right here isn't the boss fight. He's actually just a mini boss. There's been a bunch. I'm not going to go into talking about that because there's too much to talk about, okay? We need to focus in on what's important. Homing arrows for the win. No, it's not the new homing arrows that we just unlocked. It's the fact that Lady E was glad that her friends were willing to help with her experiment. This experiment is very similar to something you might know called the Matrix. So we're going from horny to horror now. We're in this thing called a soulscape. It's a virtual world that Sean got a taste of with his VR headset. It was really important he didn't stay in any longer, as you can see with Lady Double E over here, that you can't tell real from fiction. Now, I would have said any other time in my life, how could anyone not be able to separate real from... But I did spend 10 months role-playing as a simp in 2/3 of Baldur's Gate 3, and now I can relate. Now, it wouldn't be so bad if she told this to her entire race of people instead of lying to them and saying it's ready so they can move on to the next phase of their demented plan. So all of Lady E's friends went insane when they left and either killed themselves thinking this was the fake world or went crazy and just put back in and ignored. So we need to confront Lady E, and it starts to make me feel uncomfortable. Oh my god. I was like, oh, this is like some weird horny shit, and now it's like, oh my god, dude. I wish I'd never met you. Are we actually gonna get a boss fight though? I mean, I'm fine we don't. I'm glad there was a boss, as she's my third favorite. Not because she's thick, but because it's very similar to the Mantis Lords from Hollow Knight, but cranked up to 11. Also, I think I know where all the human brains went, by the way. We need her soul now, but she won't give it to us, so we skip her phase 1 because she's such an easy boss. there can't be a fucking phase 3. Oh no, there's a phase 3, dude. No, I have no HP and there's full. No.
Open the curtains, lights off. Don't miss a moment of this experiment. Oh, the book is strange, like clockwork orange. Keep your eyes buttered till the end. Which you are going to be. Inside the mirror, do you see?
Made it to the third phase with 1 HP and no heals.
Someone else in my body. Transforming one hand, two hand, three hand. Funny reason I can't believe till I finish my beat. Cut it off, cut down your loss. All the silver loyalty is gonna get you killed. You make no good or convenient theories for the puppets on TV.
Oh, I fucking knew that was how to do it. Holy shit, you had to parry both and then dodge. Holy fuck, dude. Come on! What the fuck is that, dude? I'm like, I don't know what to do. Now, a lesser gamer would quit right now, but a Chad gamer takes this rage and figures out he needs to retool his build. So here are the Jade charms I used. Quick lesson. Internal damage is not permanent damage. It's very similar to Bloodborne HP system, but here, up to this point, you could only get it when you messed up on a parry. There was no way to gain it back during the boss fight, as you don't have seconds for you to stand still and for it to slowly tick up. So you get this breather Jade, which now allows you to heal internal damage back when hitting enemies, which takes you from never getting any healings into phase 3 to now this. First time I ever made a phase 3 with like more than one healing. Dude, first time to phase 3 with no damage loss. Fuck yeah, baby! Oh my god, that was epic. These fights are insane, man. God damn. This is probably 30 deaths, easy. High so far, probably like insane. After 23 attempts, she is put down. She welcomes this atonement for killing her friends and says we need to as well. We then get the flashback where we find out how his sister died. 100%. Like he killed his sister accidentally. Yeah, if something goes wrong, we'll learn from it. And you're like, well, let's accidentally kill somebody. What happens? Yeah, exactly. I knew it was like, yeah, come on. Wait. Wait, he died? I thought, wait, what? I know, this now throws me into wondering where the hell is his sister then, because these roots saved us because we are alive, but then we died again at the start, and so we're unkillable thanks to these roots. So is his sister also unkillable? Now we get 2 souls for the price of 1, as we get one right as we enter the entertainment district, but on our way here, something was off. Remember Lady E was talking about in her dream, which we now know is the real world, she had this infection she was talking about. Well, now we have unkillable cat zombies now. They are easy to avoid, unlike the 2 new enemies like this teleporting ninja and this samurai guy that just won't stop attacking. But we hear music and head on inside. This brother-sister duo can be summarized very easily. The sister is a stuck-up rich bitch who never leaves her freaky furry festival. The brother, you'll soon see what's wrong with him. It's an easy fight, but my god does it have the best song in the game. As I didn't die enough to make a montage to last the whole song, I'll just put all the mini-bosses in there. Remember, they are optional elites. Did I mention yet this game is fucking awesome? I hope you were dancing during that because that song was spectacular. The boss fight was rather simple, but it still took 8 attempts to defeat the entertainer duo. Well, the mutated brother at least. His sister, on the other hand, let's see how that goes. It's time to recap so that we're all on the same page. There is a T-virus that is basically killing all the Solarians, and it ain't going too well for them right now. We are not on Earth, by the way, and we're also not on the home planet of the Solarians. We're on a space station called New Kaloon. We don't know where our sister is, but she is able to communicate with us on radio. While I was explaining all of this to you, the village of human livestock got attacked. Don't worry, we saved him. I know you didn't really give a shit. We only care about Sean and maybe you, Sister Hang. It was completely optional to help them out, but we'll be glad that we did it later. Yi, in case it wasn't picked up from his interactions thus far, he is co-workers with all these bosses. It was his plan, called the Eternal Cauldron Project, to use Lady E's soulscapes to put most of their people in to freeze them in cryosleep. And Lady Double E tells us, oh, it's just a minor issue. And we've experienced it firsthand. I wouldn't call these minor issues. This would give them time to come up with a viable cure. He also found Earth, and old Harry Potter man didn't think we were worth being investigated because we're not really that intelligent. And I kind of understand when these are the two most powerful humans trying to be the leader of the free world, and you get this.
It was the 6th handicap of all.
I was an 8 handicap.
Yeah.
8.
Never.
But I had, you know how many?
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
Let's
not
know how
act
many
like
rounds
children.
President
Trump,
we're going to 21
Let's not act like
Even the stuck-up rich bitch doesn't think it's worth getting their brains, but they need enough brains to create a giant biological computer powerful enough to run these virtual worlds for their soulscapes. You can thank Lady G for that method. Remember her? Some of you sure will. To reach Earth, Uncle Chubby told everyone it would take 500 years of storing enough energy to travel to Earth to do this process. Yi has to break the news to his parents that he will be leaving on this expedition to save their people. They don't want to go, and his sister Hang was listening in. During their talk, Yi trusts in his plan and is dumbfounded his family doesn't want to get on the space station as space is limited. It turns out she believes this virus is a way for the people to reinvigorate their planet Buddha style. His sister believes Yi will succeed though, but still doesn't want to go into cryosleep. He is a little upset that his sister won't join him. She wishes him luck and will save the wine to celebrate on his return. This won't be the last time we see Hang. Remember this bitch-ass old cat lady who killed us a few years ago? It seems she found a cure to the virus. Who is the cure? Insert soul number 8. Jin, a cute little cat that I might not have told you about that taught me how to play music in the game. But more importantly, Jin is actually an immortal. Jin also is able to predict the future. A nice set of traits to have, not gonna lie. Jin peers into our future and comes out ecstatic, but doesn't tell us why. What's this gameplay footage? We gotta go back to explaining. We're nearing the end of the game. We need more than just a soul key this time. We took the shots taken from Big Brother, who gives amazing hugs, by the way, and analyzed that it's not a cure to the virus, but instead changes the cats into cat zombies we now have. Yes, that means the villain is kind of lame and cliche as hell, but we can't let a blemish like that distract us. It would make sense the job that Jin would have would be someone that keeps track of all the stories that have happened over the thousands of years that he's been alive. The Femboy Jin doesn't like this and monologues about how his immortality is a curse, as I didn't want it, as since Jin is the second to last boss, we are now a Chad in this game and only died once, despite it looking rather tough. I would have loved to create an epic montage as Jin wanted to die a hero's death. Jin does have some moves though, like this black hole while throwing what I think are hairpins. You can parry these orbs to dictate what attacks Jin will use. I don't know if I saw them all, but at phase 2 you get an even bigger black hole. Oh, okay, just, you know, felt like you were going faster there. Damn. Jin sure did have some flashy moves, but just like every boss fight in Elden Ring, fancy moves doesn't equal challenging. Get fucked. Get fucked. Get fucked. Jin always knew the outcome, so he lied to us. But he wanted an epic fight. Unfortunately, he wasn't an epic fight. But now, we will get our epic fight. We take their soul, their DNA, and get Uncle Chubby to make a device that can now kill the cat zombies. Confirm it works, and now go after the lady that killed us. Igong is your mentor, your actual boss. Even Sean was wondering how scared we should be of her. She has been trying to find a cure over the last 500 plus years. She used actual cat DNA, but nothing came of it. We know Jin might be the solution to the virus, but it might also be a way to become truly immortal. I don't know about that. Jin, care to comment? Throughout the centuries of leaving her soulscape, though, it is starting to take a toll on her mentally, and comes up with the totally sane conclusion that the mutations are the solution to being immortal, not a problem. Even Uncle Chubby finds this to be a far-fetched story, so we have to go into her soulscape and talk to her and try to reason with her. She says it's been a few years since we last parted ways. That's a weird way to phrase that you tried to murder me. She blames us for even giving us hope that we could find a cure. She tells us that even if we do kill her and take her soul key, the virus just won't disappear. If you're thinking, well, she didn't mean for the cure to mutate and she went insane from being in the soulscape for too long. She's just trying to make best of a worst case scenario. Well, the origin of the T-virus is that she created it originally by mixing their DNA with the tree roots. I told you she's a Resident Evil style villain. That's when Yi found out over 500 years ago, and when he went to confront her, and when she first tried to murder him. And then Yi tries to say something pretentious and gets put in his place. She takes all of our hard-earned soul keys and leaves us alone in her soulscape. But we are not alone. We have the final memory of Hang that we can now relive.
炳胜，
King?
Before we left on this journey that was over 500 years ago, she never wanted to come on this journey with us.
不流產。
You can't even begin to fathom why this is even a thought. She knows everyone is dying from the virus and would rather die on their home planet that we see in this flashback that is beautiful and full of flowers. And we don't know what they symbolize.
啟蒙，就差盡寫下。奴役，不就能安存？ 本為一把菜，秘書能睇碗水。洞悉愛情，
我來。
不定
Yi gets upset that why not? They are brother and sister with a bond that is unbreakable. Which he immediately breaks by basically saying, "You've never been my sister then." Now I think this is a perfect time to cut to the end of the game. Why? Because the feeling of hating Yi right now is also how I felt about the first ending. Yi teleports the space station back to his home planet. The flowers we've seen when we kill a boss is when someone dies from the virus. I love that they visually tell us the fate of his sister when we arrive home. What I disliked is what I felt was out of character and his stupid evil plot twist. We see his people still in their soulscapes and he's still harvesting human brains. So he's lying to Sean after all the bonding that he went through. And we don't get any closure on Sean or his sister in any meaningful way. This ending to me fell so flat it brought it down from where I would have ranked it. Thankfully, the true ending is what confirmed it was not just my game of the year, but a 10 out of 10 game. I did something I have never done because I enjoyed this game so much. In order to get the true ending, as I played the game fairly early on in its release window, I followed this thing online because that's all I could find. I loaded up the save, which did allow me to go back and talk to the villagers. I told you it was going to be important to save them. The point, without going into every detail, was I did all the things I know was required to get the true ending, like doing these challenges, doing a quest to get poison and finding out what I was drinking the whole time to increase my max HP. What the heck, dude? I thought we were drinking poison together. I didn't know I was drinking up your regurgitated poison. That's way more disgusting. I still, to this day, many months later, and probably when this video comes out, I don't know the requirements to get the true ending. There was one item I couldn't get, so I couldn't 100% the game, which is probably, I assume, what caused it. But I wouldn't let that stop me, so I did something drastic. I downloaded someone else's save file on the internet and risked getting a virus. I went to a speedrunning website and it had a whole bunch of saves for every major section in the game. It was how I was able to record this footage when talking about poisoning the Chad boss, so it had an added bonus. To me, I think it was 1000% worth it, because not only do you get an extra phase to the second greatest boss fight in gaming history after Ishin from Sekiro. Oh boy! Finally, holy mother of God, you're brutal. With the true ending, we can construct the Oppenheimer arrow, and then we tell Sean that we have been at fault for why his parents and most of the villagers have gotten harvested, and then here's the reason why a lot of us who've played the game really love Sean. That's sweet. See, the goddamn kids forgiving him, dude. Yeah. God, dude, that's so sweet. That's wholesome. Like, dude, like well, I would say wholesome. That's like literally forgiving Hitler, for being honest. We get everyone into the ship to blast off into space, and we'll follow shortly behind. No worries, Pinky promise. We swear, because Sean is a kid. He wants to, we're bonded with him, dude. We're bonded. The other aspect of the true ending that I liked is we get to know how Hang was able to communicate with us on the radio. I thought she was trapped in the butterfly thing this whole time. My next theory is the butterfly is his sister, as it has been with you the whole time, allowing you to hack things Watchdog style. Which I thought was a cool theory, but having the messages travel 500 light years to reach us is also really cool. Now it feels like we have closure. That was what I was missing. I felt like there wasn't closure in her story, because like we knew she was dead the whole fucking time. Now we have to make it to the boss, but there's a few enemies in our way now. And now we arrive at the tree root for the final boss that'll take more attempts than all the other bosses in the game combined.
빠짐 제반 우쇼짐 작호 산후이 와군 진사이 도긴토
Dude, I just need to, like, I need, like, a break to heal. There's only, like, one time you can break and heal. Fucking that, of course, and of course you instantly died when phase 2 happened. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you! Fuck you! Holy fucking shit! Holy fuck! Now remember, that is when you beat just the original ending. There's a phase 3 for the true ending. Guess what? We're gonna add the tally in real time. Don't worry, it was easy. No. Fuck you! 1 HP! 1 fucking HP, dude! Holy shit! Yeah, I've improved a lot, dude. Because technically, I got to the phase 3 fight 11 times.
대 왔어 이번
뭐? 있어? 응? 뭐? 무슨 미안해.
Oh, his sister said that.
Guess I'm a Trojan horse. Let me into yours, my
This game just came out of nowhere. I can't believe how great it is. I'm blown away. There's no way. I thought this like, it's like, yeah, it looks all right. It looks all right. How bad could it be? Yeah, this, I don't know, like, yeah, this beats out Hollow Knight for me. This supplants Hollow Knight because everything it does is excellent. Hollow Knight beats it out and just, it has more bosses, more levels. But we're only halfway done. Hopefully it doesn't go downhill from here. I got a prediction, especially after this game. You're like, Silksong took so long that it's gonna go, dude, there's been better games that have come out since. Okay, they were kidding. Phase 3 is like, oh my god, dude, oh my god, 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 oh my god. I'm just like, you know, you're going like, okay, you're where up, down, left, right, up, down, okay, no, this is parry, no, this is dodge. What the actual fuck, dude? You have to go fucking Super Saiyan Goku. The enemies were like, they're like Super Saiyan, and I was like, no, you have to be able to see. You have to be able to slow down time itself to comprehend these movesets. Gonna be riding high on this game for a week. And then Elden Ring come out and I go, man, why does this suck? Why does Elden Ring suck compared to this game from this random horror-based Taiwanese company made 9 Souls?